Hi Gemini, this is going to be your reading for September 2018. Before I start, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that sent me get well messages, who sent prayers, for all your kind and loving words. It really does mean so much. Yesterday I was at the hospital for the results of my biopsy, and on the 25th of this month I will go into hospital to have the lump removed, and then about 6 weeks after I will start a course of radiotherapy. So just to update you on that, and once again a massive thank you for caring so much. Now, I am hoping to have time this month to also do some ex-partner readings, but we'll see how time goes, okay? So once again, a massive thank you. Now, to start, your card at the centre is the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is about choices, okay? It may be that you have these choices. I kind of feel for some of you that is that these choices may very well be choices that things that you can choose from. But I also kind of feel that some of you may feel as though you may be an option for somebody else. Now, with the past coming through, we've got the Knight of Wands here. Now, this is a quick moving knight. You know, he can charge in and he can charge out of our lives. And it may very well be, yes, it can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But what I think is that some of you obviously know this person already. And I think that this person is probably prone to coming in and out of your life, to the point where you often don't really know where you stand with this person. Now, I'm not saying that they're doing anything wrong. I'm not saying that there's any cheating going on, okay? Maybe for some of you that may be the case, but I don't particularly feel that. I just get this feeling as though you don't really know where you stand with this person. Now, with the present, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is holding on and holding on tightly. Now, it may be for some of you that you're trying to hold on to this person and this relationship, but I kind of get this feeling as though they're not making it very easy. Now, in the advice position, we do have the Two of Swords. And this is needing to make a decision here. The thing with the Two of Swords is we've come from the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords gives us clarity. It gives us a new understanding, fresh insight. So when we get to the Two of Swords, we do have clarity. We do understand what's going on. But nonetheless, the decision that we've got to make, it is not going to be an easy one. It's a difficult decision. And then after the Two of Swords, we do get the Three of Swords. And you do have the Three of Swords in this spread, but we'll talk about that after. Just 1 second. I just need to pause because my dog wants to come in. Just 1 second. Well, it looks like Madam's being stubborn and she's had a change of heart. So, sorry for the pause, Gemini. So, you know, the Two of Swords is a decision, but we've got to take that blindfold off. It's almost like ripping a Band-Aid off, okay? Now, in your environment or how others are viewing you, you've got the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is an enforced isolation. It can be where we're removing ourselves somewhat from our family, our friends. It's a card that deals with soul searching, inner reflection, needing to go within ourselves, because the thing with the Hermit is the answers that he's seeking, he can't get that from anyone else. He's got to go within himself here. Now, the Hermit, as it's in the position of environment, it could be that this other person is somewhat isolating themselves from you. But I feel it's more about you, Gemini. The need here may be, if you're not in this energy at the moment, maybe there is a need here to do an element of soul searching. Now, in your hopes and fears, we have the King of Cups. So maybe for some of you, this person that I feel tends to come in and out of your life, this person who you don't really know where you stand with, it could very well be a water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But whether this is you or whether this is another person, the thing with the King of Cups is, you know, he has control over his emotions. You know, he's learnt to control his emotions. But I almost feel, I'm not reading reversals, and I almost feel as though that card should be in the reverse. Because then we're talking about somebody that could be slightly manipulative. Emotionally manipulative. And as I said, I don't feel this is you. If we're talking about manipulation here, it would definitely be the other person. It's almost like the other person comes back into your life and they're able to twist you around their little finger. As I said, that emotional manipulation. Now, moving down to your outcome, we do have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, it can touch on dishonesty. It can touch on sneaky behaviour. Yes, sometimes it can deal with cheating, third-party situations. It can sometimes deal with somebody sneaking off and, you know, the other person not having that closure. I don't know whether this is, as I said, whether we're dealing with somebody here who's prone to doing this. Doesn't necessarily mean they're doing anything particularly wrong. But as I said, somebody that may come in and out of your life. But the other aspect with the Seven of Swords is we've come from the Six of Swords. Just 1 second, I'm going to let Madam in. Sorry, Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. So we've come from the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords, you know, is that card of movement, a card of moving away. And then we get that Seven of Swords. I don't know, what I just kind of feel as though you've already, in the past, you kind of moved on from this person, or at least attempted to remove yourself from this person, but somehow they just seem to draw you back in. Now, the last three cards, we got the Ace of Cups, we got the Two of Cups, and then we've got the Three of Swords. So look, the Ace of Cups, you know, the new emotions, new feelings. You know, I've heard it said the Ace of Cups is that holy grail. You know, it's that one big cup. It doesn't have to be new emotions necessarily coming through from somebody else. It can be new emotions in terms of how you're feeling. And then we get the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is that union. Doesn't always have to be a personal relationship, but I do feel that's what we're talking about here. Two of Cups where, you know, it deals with people seeing eye to eye. People that, you know, are offering the same amount, and then the same amount, of feelings, emotions. Equal offering. You know, what you're giving to somebody else is what they're giving back. Then we get the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords can touch on sadness. It can touch on heartbreak. Sometimes for me, it can also be a card about needing to get to the heart of the matter through communication. Now, I've got two cards for you from the Psychic Tarot. The first one is a Major Arcana and it's Harmony. And this is equivalent to the Lovers, which is your card, Gemini. And the Lovers, again, it can be a card about a choice. But it can also be a card about commitment. You know, how committed somebody is to the other person. Because what I kind of feel is, if I was reading in reversal, I feel as though this King of Cups and this Two of Cups should both be in reverse. I kind of get this feeling as though you are the one that's giving more to them. And they, you know, maybe they do breeze in and out of your life. And maybe it then puts you in this position where you start to question, is there something sneaky going on? Are they being dishonest because of that Seven of Swords being there? But I just feel as though we're dealing with somebody who can be quite manipulative and draws you back in. Now, your other card is Partnerships and Alliances. And I'm just going to read a little bit about this card from the book. With all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much, whereas your partner gives too little, it will leave you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance within the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimum results. And see, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, that you're dealing with somebody who I don't doubt has feelings, but I have my doubts, or there's a question mark over how committed they actually are. Okay, Gemini, that is your reading. Thank you so much once again for all of your kind, loving messages. Take care. Bye.